Hello, welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. So, I'm going to be talking about Russell T Davies and something that he's apparently said with regards to Doctor Who. And it's only a short one, but I think it's worth a little quick chit chat, really, about it to establish what people really think about this. And so, this was released the other day. Not the other day, today, I believe. And it's talking about an article that's going to be out on the 25th, this Thursday. So this is what they say. Doctor Who Series 1 is just around the corner, and it's set to launch a brand new era for the beloved sci-fi show following quite the entrance in last year's Christmas special, The Church on Ruby Road, after debuting, of course, via the show's first ever bi-generation nonsense in The Giggle. Ncuti Gatwa will take the reins of the TARDIS for his first full season, which will also see the return of Millie Gibson's companion, Ruby Sunday. The team are keeping their cards pretty close to their chests regarding what fans can expect, even though they've released a ton of trailers. Although they did recently tease that episode 5 would have Black Mirror vibes. They did that ages ago. They teased that ages ago. Anyway, this is not what I'm talking about. So anyway, let's get on with it. But one thing we do know is that the show will be looking ahead instead of back as it dives into this new chapter. Hence, they are calling it Season 1. Series 1 here in the UK. Series 1. In fact, showrunner RTD has revealed that on set, they never talk about previous Doctors, instead focusing on what they are currently filming and the future. As he tells Total Film in our new issue, out on Thursday, April 25th, which features Furiosa, I think I said that correctly, on the cover. The amount we talk about previous Doctors on the set is 0. They're wonderful people, but Doctor Who exists in the present and the future. There's a roster of wonderful companions behind us too. The question is, do you talk about them? Doctor Who has moments where it looks back, but it's more exciting to look forwards. Okay, now it is exciting. I'm not going to lie. It is exciting to look forward. But when you have a character like the Doctor, the base character of that is going to be the original back in 1960s, the original character description back in the 1960s when it started with William Hartnell. The fundamental base comes from the portrayal of William Hartnell as well. So I would like to know, is it something that they are totally ditching the original fundamental base of the Doctor, or is it something that they are taking but not talking about it on the set so that it doesn't actually influence Ncuti's performance? It's an interesting conundrum here because I feel like you can't completely rewrite the Doctor. I mean, I know what they did with the Timeless Child, but the actual character portrayal, you can't completely rewrite it. Even Jodie's Doctor still sounded, in some respects, very much like earlier Doctors. And I think each Doctor has a very different facet about them, absolutely, but their portrayal is fundamentally the base fundamentals of the Doctor, essentially. And one thing that Sylvester McCoy, who played Doctor Number 7, said was he always found that one of the most interesting things about the Doctor, about playing the Doctor, is when you actually go through the script and you actually look and you see things that could have potentially been, as he puts it, a Colin-ism or a Peterism or a Thomism or a Johnism uh, or a Patism or a Williamism, that kind of thing. There were certain things that he noticed about past portrayals of the Doctor that ended up in the script, and he would play off of that a little bit. In actual fact, in many respects, a lot of them did play off of other facets with the Doctor. Peter Davison had the coin flip, and makes you wonder, did they talk about past portrayals of the Doctor? Well, clearly Sylvester did. If Sylvester's saying things like that, he said that in an interview for a 30 years in the TARDIS. It was filmed back in the 90s, I think. And yeah, so I mean, I felt like when I watched Shooty's Doctor, it was different, to say the least. But I also feel like you still need to acknowledge the other Doctors in some way, shape, or form. In some way, shape, or form. And it's not just like having the flashbacks that you see in the TARDIS, but it's like I'm trying to like get my head around it. You know, obviously Shooty is going to have his own facet, and I applaud that, but I kind of hope that they're going to keep the fundamental of the Doctor's characterization the same. But I just find that intriguing because, we know the other Doctors have talked about past Doctors. So I just find it interesting that they are choosing not to. Now, that doesn't mean to say that it's not happened in the writing room or anything like that. But I just found that interesting. Is that going to affect Shooty's characterization? Not talking about it, not establishing which Doctor might have said it, which Doctor might be coming through in certain moments. I mean, maybe I'm reading into it too deep, but I just found that interesting, and it makes me slightly worried that they are going to change the base fundamentals of the characterization of the Doctor. And I'm a bit worried. I'm a little bit worried. I don't want them to do that, but it may go down that route. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. What do you think? Chat about it. Don't chat about it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.